And we're back, and good evening. It's what is this? July 12th, about 9:46, and I got Rob, Mike, and Jay in the house today. Shout out to Terrence. He couldn't make it tonight. Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Started watching The Flash again, and I just totally forgot how annoying Iris is.
Yeah.
She is terrible.
She rivaled Felicity.
Yeah.
But she definitely did.
Oh yeah, what's it? Barry's girl. Oh,
yeah. When she told him that we are Team Flash, we the Flash, or we Team Flash.
Right. I was like,
woo! Everybody started hating her. When she said
Walk
we
up
are
in
Flash,
here like,
everybody
yo.
hated
I was like, you need to die right now.
After cock blocking him with 3 girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, he did some bad things. You know, he went back in time until she was willing to hook up with him. Like, that's a whole timeline. That's crazy.
I also I got my platinum for Diablo 4.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow.
That stupid game. And Ronnie got her first platinum, actually, too. She platinumed Peggle 2, the puzzle game.
Oh, y'all the platinum crew, huh?
Yep.
I just deliver mail and play video games. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I might end up switching to the PlayStation now. Xbox start getting on my nerves.
Oh man, you should have never left. Wait, you were never on there, right?
News is bad.
Oh yeah, I got a PlayStation account.
Okay. Well, Jay, how are you, sir? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This heat is kicking my butt. It's kicking my AC's butt too. I gotta have fans running with the AC going.
Yes. We had we having a problem with the kids' window, so at night they're with us like on mattresses. But that room is like an ice box. It usually is. But the last week I had a ceiling fan and a wind machine in there. It was just, it's lovely at night.
It's crazy,
but it's needed. You know.
Yeah.
Star Trek. You know, shields are at 20%. Like,
you know, take it away from life support.
Right. Yeah.
I think I gotta get my ducts clean because the air's not reaching all the way to all the rooms upstairs. So I think we got a little bit of a clog or something.
I'm gonna break out the other ones myself. We have 2, but might need a third. So who knows? Mike, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Fine. Just watching the Cosby Show as usual. I'm good.
Don't let them take that away from us. Yeah, don't let them take that from us. It's funny, you can't find that show. They make you pay for it up here. I can't find it on nothing.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause, you know, Max has all like the black shows from the 90s on it. They got Jamie Foxx, they got Martin, they got what's the one, the Wayans Brothers show. They got A Different World. They got a bunch on there. You know, you can recreate one of the line. What's that? Living Single. Living Single's on there. But yeah, Cosby Show. What else besides Cosby Show? You just enjoying the summer? You playing any video games, man?
Whenever I can, I try to play Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
But this gap of not playing games as long as it was while I was in class is like, it's hard to get back into games. So I'm reading comics when I can, but it's really hard to pick up something. I'm looking at games and I'm like, it's too much trouble to put the PlayStation up. I just don't want to do it. I'm just finding weird reasons not to even do it.
Spider-Man 2 was really good too. It was really good.
That's all I'm at.
3%.
Maybe 5. That's where I'm at right now when it says on progress. I have done hardly anything. Probably like one Sandman.
Yeah, 3%. You just got through the intro.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, I got I think his first costume. He got his first fresh costume change, whatever.
We're gonna put some pressure on you, man. Like,
it's really hard for me to pick up a game right now. It's just nothing is interesting right now. Just comics and just trying to catch up best I can. Even though that's not going to happen, I'm still trying.
Yeah, that's it. That's about my story. I talking about watching TV shows. I started watching The Bear, which is good. Modern Family. Someone at work. Too many people kept talking to me about that, so I gave that a watch, and I'm enjoying it.
Our family was the truth.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And there's something else I'm watching right now. I forget. But I'm reading. Like picked up, what is that? Absolute Power? Which it has potential, but like some of these like I remember, like I'll keep going back to this one because this is like the main one I was like following when I was younger. Infinity Gauntlet. You should be able to just read the main stories, like and you would have the whole story. Like nowadays, it's like
you go from side books,
right? You go from issue 2 to 3. You're like, well, what the hell happened? And I'm like.
They got the little star pickup.
Yeah, and it's
Squirrel like, Girl number 50.
I'm so totally against that right now. Picking up the side stories. The last one I did was I don't even. It might have been Blackest Night because they were everywhere. Like it was like every title was in like the Black Lanterns. They weren't even with the mission. They were just doing whatever they wanted. And they were just doing stuff. But you lose so much if you not getting these tie-ins. And like this one with, listen, I'm going to give you another example. I'm a Batman fan. He is not the Prep King. Okay, he's not. Okay, like Blade and that last, what is that, Blood Hunt? My man was recovering from a vampire bite because it's in the purple herb has resistance to it. It was like curing him, and he broke control and he started the comeback for the Avengers. I'm like, what? So
Blade did that?
No, T'Challa. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm like, oh my god! Like, so it's garlic in the purple herb too. So you know, they would the two
sprinkle some garlic salt on it and some garlic powder.
Right. The prep
seasoned up that herb.
Yeah, like the Prep Kings are on display in Marvel right now because Doctor Strange had to go see Doom for help because nothing's happening in Liberia. He's like, I put up my defenses. I was ready. I was ready for this. Like nothing's happening here.
Is this all an extension from when the Avengers put the vampires in Chernobyl?
No. Like so, this like Blade is possessed by the first vampire. I forgot what they said his name was, but this ain't got nothing to do with Dracula. Okay. And I hope
they just totally let that storyline go or something.
I haven't heard anything since Blade was put.
He was supposed to be the sheriff, or something.
But see, that was the last series, the last volume, and there was a lot of Blade stuff going on, but I don't follow his book because this demon that possessed him, they tried to do that to him before, and it's just a lot of loose ends. But Absolute Power looks good. But we can come back to what we're reading later. The first thing, I want to lead off the bat, X-Men 97. The fun might be over soon. So one of the writers of What If will be manning that. They'll be doing the writing for season 3. Depends on what your outlook is on the What If show. That's either good or bad news.
It's like,
Yeah, I never finished any What If, so I'm not excited about it at all.
Yeah,
if you can continue on the work of the first season, and I presume the second season will be just as good because it's the same guy. Mm-hmm. But hopefully, maybe they can, pull out a win for season 3, but not exactly the brightest star coming in to take over.
Yeah, I was looking for the writer's name, and I don't know if all those episodes had the same writer. Some of those, especially in the last season, were they were like different stories. The last season was one continuous story though, and I wasn't really impressed with any What If. I think I've bellyached enough about that show on here. So let's see what we're going to talk about next. Gladiator trailer. Who saw it?
I did.
Mike, what we thinking?
It looked interesting. I mean, I love the first one. I don't think it has anything to do with it, but Denzel looked cool. And
Well, they mentioned Maximus in there.
did they?
Yeah, I can't figure out who's his son or like somebody's kid from the first one is one of those characters. I couldn't put it
What's going
together. I think so.
As long as there's some kind of connection, but it's pissing people off because Denzel's there. So who cares?
Well, I don't think it was Denzel. It was the Power song,
And they're mad
which
about
did
them.
it did sound kind of weird, like having Kanye West in ancient Rome.
But like a friend of the podcast, Dennis, he pointed out on one of my posts. He said Kid Rock was playing in the first Gladiator trailer, so like I gotta relax.
See, I didn't see that trailer.
Yeah, I don't remember it,
one.
but yeah, you gotta relax, guys. It's just the music.
Yeah, it's just a trailer. I'm sure it's not going to be the actual music of the show,
right?
The movie.
If it's playing in the streets of Rome while they're walking down the street, that's a problem. Rob, what you think?
I mean, it looks good. Just from what we've seen, I get a lot of vibes from the original. I don't know if I'm just being like cynical or anything like that, but if Ridley Scott had a sequel in mind for Gladiator, it wouldn't take 24 years to make it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is just the studio wanting to cash in before he croaks because he's like 107 years old now, or what. But hopefully they have a decent enough story to watch, and it's not just a rehash without Maximus.
Yeah, and that's always the concern when you make a sequel. When did the first Gladiator come out?
It was like 2000, 2001 or something.
It was
VHS days, I believe. Shit.
Give me a year, and I'll tell you what it is. It was very close to the end of the. Go ahead.
I'll say 2001.
What about you, Mike?
99.
What about you, Rob?
I think I said 96.
All right, so we'll call it a tie between Mike and Jay. It was 2000.
Okay.
Remember where you were? 2000. Where was I? Didn't have all these kids and these bills.
I didn't have a kid. I wasn't even on my first marriage yet.
Me neither. I think I
was working at Video Hut. I was at a video store.
I was still in high school.
Man, you youngin'?
Working in Rite Aid. Yeah, that might have been before I met my wife, but yeah,
I just started my first real job.
And we were watching Gladiator back then. Oh, right. Yeah. I don't remember. Who did I go to? I don't know. I won't remember who I went to go see that with. But Jay, did you have anything else you wanted to add with Gladiator?
With Gladiator? No, I mean, there's not really much you could go on with the trailer. It didn't show. I mean, it showed Gladiator stuff. Like, we don't have any idea what the plot is unless somebody leaked it. So, I mean, what they showed, I mean, I'll go see it. It's Gladiator. I like the first one. So, I
love that Rico. That's all good. I think with me, I'm just curious. For honest, I'm just curious how you're going to connect all this and why we need a Gladiator movie in 2024. But you know what? Denzel Washington's in it. He's almost, he's. It's almost safe to say the movie will be enjoyable if he's in it. At this point in his career, I can't think of a bad project. The last bad project I saw him in. Everybody says Virtuosity. I saw that. I like that movie, but
was Virtuosity bad? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's
been so long since I've seen that, though.
Yeah.
Virtuosity.
What's the name was in it? The Gladiator boy was in it early in his career. He was the villain.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't credited earlier, but if you look up movie art for it now, you'll see his name, Russell Crowe. There you go. You'll see him. Russell Crowe was in there. He was fighting an AI or something. That's what we're doing now. So maybe it's
right.
So maybe it aged. See, now I'm gonna have to look that up. We'll have to look that up. Virtuosity. But we're all gonna go take a look, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So, here we go. We might as well get into some of the Marvel stuff here. Did we see the Agatha teaser?
It looked more interesting than I thought it would be.
Tell us why. Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with the trailer. I was like, this is gonna be trash, and then I was like, oh, it looks. I still think it's gonna be trash, but they hide it better. And I'm not interested, but it was a good trailer.
I know exactly what you mean. The tone was a little different. I was expecting a lot of bright lights and comedy and all that, the MCU juice box stuff, but it wasn't that. And I was ready to not watch that show at all, but God damn it, they got me interested. Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, I just watched the trailer just a little while ago, and it does look like it has some interesting points. I still don't know why this needs to exist. And she's making, I guess, another coven for whatever reason. I don't know where witch is really that big in the MCU, or not the MCU, but just
maybe they'll bring those witches from the Acolyte in.
They can
teach
all
them the
sing
song.
Kumbaya.
Yeah.
They could all rape the Force and make some mutant Force babies for Marvel.
Force babies. Did you see it, Jay? Did you see the trailer?
No, I'm not interested in that bullshit.
All right. So the one thing I did see, they're like, why? They asked the question that Rob asked, like, why do we need this show right now? One guy I follow, he does a lot of Destiny reviews, but he reviews other stuff. Paul something. He pretty much said that this show's going to be about the resurrection of Wanda, and I like Elizabeth. Oh, I need excuses for them to bring her back. Okay,
bring her as another character.
I just like looking at her, man. I'm sorry. So, like, if we can get her back in the Scarlet Witch,
that's what we got the internet for. Yeah, let's get some pics.
You're right. You're right.
Some kid in the background is like, is that Mephisto? Like, come on, let's get off.
Oh God. Come on. We're back on that. Yeah, I don't want to get back on that train.
And who wants an Agatha show? That's like Marvel. Come on, man. Y'all are killing me. Like, okay, we're all anticipating this Wolverine Deadpool. Mm-hmm. Looks like it's going to be the shit. But then you give me Agatha. Like, nobody wants Madam Web. Nobody wants Agatha. Like, I'd rather have a Squirrel Girl movie. Like,
honestly, I would too.
Yeah.
Like, give me that.
Bro, I'm telling you, the only reason they brought this back is to put that song back in circulation. That's the only reason.
Back on the Spotify charts,
right?
It's just I really wish they were quicker at picking up their storylines. Because how long ago was WandaVision?
Let's take a look. WandaVision. I'm gonna say 3 years ago. I want to say 3 years ago. WandaVision. It was 3 years ago, 2021. Before we got sour on this whole thing.
Right.
The show had a lot of promise. And we'll see what happens, right?
Or White Vision, where's that? Or maybe he'll show up in Agatha.
I don't know.
They were making, but then they canceled it.
Oh,
Vision
that's
Quest,
right.
Isn't that what it was called?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So let's get to the other MCU project. Jay, we'll tell you how WandaVision. WandaVision.
Let me know.
We'll let you know how Agatha. Yeah.
I'm getting old and cranky. Like, I'm starting to get to the point where if it's irritating me, I won't watch it.
You aren't
Did you
even
watch
like
Wakanda Forever.
He
Did you watch Wakanda Forever? No.
Nope, not watching
Disney
that.
Plus? No. Okay.
Nope.
Damn, that's good for you. Good for you.
I'm watching. Sticking to my guns.
Good for you.
Get off my lawn with all this bullshit.
Now they did
Marvel.
say, let me see. They did say that Black Panther. They're looking to recast that role. We'll see what happens with that. But let's talk about Captain America. Jay, we're gonna go to you first. What do you think?
It looks promising. Like I wasn't really expecting much.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it looks good. I won't even say it looks promising. It looks good.
What makes you
we
a little
got the Red Hawk showing up?
Yeah.
Well, it was Sam Wilson. Like I don't like the way they're playing this character. Like we should be past the Steve Rogers thing at this point. Like let him just if he's going to be Cap, just let him be Cap. We already went through the racist stuff. Like we know he's a black dude playing Captain America. Okay,
It never goes
away. I was about to say that it ain't going away.
It's never going to go away.
Like, just let him be Cap. If he's going to be, just let him be, and give him a super soldier serum. Why does he got to be the weakest, corniest Cap? Like he's just going to get beat up by everybody. Like they did have him doing some fly stuff, but come on, man, he can't really hold up to too many people.
No, Sam ain't got no powers. He ain't got none.
I mean, he came with birds or something, right? But he got no fighting. He's got no.
He could talk to birds.
Yeah,
he was like Aquaman talking to fish.
Yeah, but they got rid of the bird. They got rid
of the bird and gave him a drone.
Yeah, he got the AI.
He had one lame superpower. Y'all took that from him.
Out of all, we'll see. Well, go ahead. What else did you see that?
I don't know. It looks like they always got him just taking orders from people. Like you're going to do this, do that. Like he was always he was never I'm going to do this. F y'all. Like it was always the president's well, we're going to do this, and you got to come here, and you're going to be part of the military again. Steve Rogers went AWOL. He went rogue. See, he came with the black suit.
That's the thing. With Steve Rogers, I think because of the flag and all the Star Spangled stuff, people just assume he just goes along with everything that the government says. And he's been fired a couple times. They took the uniform. He's I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
right.
But what you're saying is right. It's taking more order. I don't know what's up with this version of Sam. In the Civil War, was he pro or was he not pro? He wasn't pro.
I think he wasn't. No, he wasn't pro. Yeah,
War Machine was. So they got two military guys there. One was pro and one wasn't. Maybe just trying to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's a Skrull.
like him and Rhodes were Skrulls. I almost forgot about that from Secret Wars. Wait, Secret Invasion. Excuse me.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, so much promise.
I mean, it looks good though. He got the Red Hawk in there. I don't know how that's going. How is Falcon going to go against the Red Hawk?
That was my thing.
How's that work?
Who are you calling? Who are you calling?
He ain't doing it.
Yeah, you're not. We'll give you.
He ain't going to be the hero.
We'll give you the whole movie, and you ain't going to figure that one out.
He is not going to be the hero in this one.
She-Hulk shows up.
I know She-Hulk's going to twerk in.
That'll be the first time I walk out of.
She-Hulk going to booty clap on the Red Hawk.
Mike, what did you think? What did you think about what you saw?
It looked good to me. It looked good. I hope that I don't want them to change the uniform. I want to keep his first costume, but I guess they're gonna do what they got to do. But I think the first one was a little more Captain America-ish, But maybe he wants to do his own thing. But I'm looking forward to it. I wonder who else is going to be in there. Most of these movies have another Avenger in it, so I wonder who else is going to be there that we haven't seen yet. You very seldom get a movie with the heroes by itself, so we'll see who else pops up.
Was Isaiah Bradley in this?
Yeah, I think I saw him shooting at somebody. I think, I think I saw him in there shooting at the president. I think.
That was him. That was Isaiah Bradley. Okay.
Unless it was somebody disguised as him, who knows?
Well, he was just a regular dude.
Just a regular dude. He was in Civvies. It looked like.
I think he did to give Sam a blood transfusion from Isaiah.
You want to get
He
that
need to
sheriff,
have something. He got to have some. He got to get some seasoning. He needs something. He can't just be plain Jane.
He put the guns down too, right? Because he used to have
he did used to have some guns, didn't he?
Yeah, like I'm Captain America now. Like
he can't be regular smegular. He got.
He got the Wakandan.
He got the Wakanda wings.
Yeah, it's like it can't hurt me. And he's,
right. He need to come back with a red, black, and green suit. Then he got the.
They'll give that
the Wakanda.
Yeah, they'll give it to the other guy with him. The guy was. I saw him in there. He was in the show. The Hispanic guy that was kind of.
Yeah.
I saw him in there, and
he was a repair guy, right?
Was that what he was? I think so. Looking up his character when the show was on, like he was a Falcon at one point. So we'll see. Rob, what did you think?
It gave me a lot of Winter Soldier vibes.
That's
it
good.
was more.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're not going to put any of the shitty jokes that they're going to cram in there into the trailer, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked a lot more serious, a little more down to earth. We're keeping on normal kind of stakes.
There you go.
I put my comment on the post like, "Oh, Red Hulk already," and I'm like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, actually, he's been trying to get that Hulk formula since the first Hulk movie.
Yeah,
so it's been a long time. So I'm like, actually, it's probably about time for him to show up as the Red Hulk. But,
since the second MCU movie,
yeah, he's been trying to do something with that formula. I mean, there's still a possibility. Maybe he can get the Super Soldier, Super Falcon, or something.
Now, I want to repeat what some of you guys said. It was some good vibes, some serious vibes there. Winter Soldier vibes, actually. It's the one thing that I was reminded of when watching this trailer. Like, I hate the Red Hulk. I've hated the Red Hulk like since his inception, and it was just because of he was doing. I understand, like, when you have like a new character, you kind of want to put him over. But he was doing some impossible shit the first couple. He was whipping everybody as he punched the Watcher. He was surfing the Surfer's board. He was flying on Thor's hammer. And I know I'm forgetting something, but
he was disrespectful as hell. He was very disrespectful.
Yeah, I just got so tired. I couldn't wait for Bruce to come back and beat his ass, and like I just couldn't wait. Because he was like Mike was saying, he was whipping everybody's ass, and he was a product. Was that the what's that? The group that they used in She-Hulk, the Intelliga, I forget the name.
Intelligence,
yeah. Yeah, so like Doom leader, and a whole bunch of other people helped make him. And I know that was like a big thing, like who he was. Like they hid his identity for a long time. And it was a good reveal. It was a great reveal. And I just wonder how long, like if they're going to attempt to do that in the movie, keep the identity, or if it's just going to be exposed, because we're going to need a new president if everybody knows. But that's next February, God willing, we'll all be there. We can take a look at that. February is a weird spot, though. That's winter. That ticket sales might be down because we snowed in. That's usually when the snow comes up here.
Not to mention that the movie's already doubled its budget on reshoots. This one's going to be hard for them to make their money back.
They're going to have to give away some, I don't know. They're going to have to have, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to have to get that back somehow. But we're optimistic, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but good things. We're hoping, despite what we say, we want MCU, Marvel to get their mojo back. It's that's what we want. We just want a good product. That's all.
Yeah, gotta get the groove back.
Yeah. And nothing will do that like legacy characters that we're vested in, and maybe we'll get a storyline close to something out of the books. It ain't got to be verbatim. Like you can put your little movie edit, the little remix on it. There's nothing wrong with that. No need to make up stories and then don't know where to go when it's time to end the show or the movie. Got like 50 years worth of shit. It's okay to copy yourself. All right, so this was I'll touch on a couple things from a couple weeks ago. Green Lantern show was approved on HBO Max. I know. I think we touched on this briefly before. Jay, you weren't with us. Any expectations for Green Lantern show? Like, what are your thoughts?
I don't know if it's an expectation, but what I would like to see happen is it was years ago, like the original concept for the Green Lantern movie was like a buddy cop movie with Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. Like if they did something like that, I think that would be amazing. Like I would love to see that.
I think that's
like
what's
Lethal Weapon in space.
That works. Like buddy cop always works. You know, we just saw this with Bad Boys recently. You know, Bad Boys, Lethal Weapon, and I'm forgetting. You know, there's other movies that take that formula. And I believe that's going to be the setup. I don't know if it's going to be focusing on just those two or the whole core. But for me, like you can, like I kind of want something like I'm gonna mention this particular version of the franchise, Generations, like where like they're just flying through space and it's just different stuff. It could be like a diplomatic show. You're fighting, dealing with aliens or enemies that like something off of that.
X-Files in space.
Your cops. That's basically
Monster
what
of the week with something kind of slightly going on in the background that connects everything together. Yeah,
right, exactly. And I think Mike, Green Lanterns, you never got into them, right?
Just like the rings and Blackest Night thing when they had all the colors. That's about it. Okay. I read a little bit of Rebirth. I read some Rebirth, but not really.
Okay.
Not really. Not the big. I would call myself a fan now.
Okay. Like it's like that was like really the pinnacle for Green Lantern for me. Like it's been okay the last 5 years. I know that's a long time, but that John's run from Rebirth to Brightest Day. That was it. Everything after that was just kind of hit or miss. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled some material out of that era and tried to work it in there. But it's Gunn, so you don't know what he's thinking. He usually goes for stuff we aren't really expecting. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I think they had pictures of Guy Gardner on the set, right?
I saw that people are tearing those pictures apart because they look like CW uniforms right now. So
I gotta wait till I see some post shots.
Yeah, that's where I am. Comic book fans, we never learn. We see pictures and hear who got casted, and it's like, oh, this isn't going to work. And I don't know when we're going to learn that lesson because I think casting choices are pretty much undefeated. Yeah, I can't think of one where the fans were like, right, for a major part. They're like, see, we told you it was going to be bad, but I'm willing to wait and see with Gunn.
Did they have the entire Terrifics team in there?
It looked like
they had at least a few people.
They did, and things that I've read about that, like it's like Superman is coming into a world where he isn't the only hero, so there'll be other people about. It looked a lot of JSA characters. It was Hawk Girl Gardner, who's I've never seen him on JSA, and Terrific. I think that's who I saw. I might be forgetting someone else, but yeah. And when is Superman? Next year? Or It's next year, right?
Is
Or
it
this?
next year?
No,
I
it's
can't
this
think
year.
next year.
It's this year. It's this year, right?
Is it this year?
2025.
It's 2025.
Because they didn't even finish shooting yet, right?
No, they haven't.
We
Yeah, it's
mentioned this
2025.
before. It's going head to head with something else from Marvel at that
There's another
time.
Marvel one coming out about the same time.
Yeah, so it's not this year. You're right. I forget which one that was. All right. All right. So there were rumor mill Submariner solo movie. Jay, what you ready to see Namor?
Namor.
No Love. You ready to see that?
Nah.
Yeah.
See, I'm just like a crotchety old man now, man. Like, you can't make Namor like just some random like apocalypto dude. Like, like his name is literally Roman backwards. Like he's like, you gonna make that dude a what's the big heads, the Easter Island head or what? No, not Easter Island. What's those giant heads on the?
It's Easter
down in
Island.
South America. No, in South America.
I thought it was Easter Island. I thought there were big head statues there too.
Olmec?
The Olmec, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now Namor's an Olmec. Is that what he's supposed to be now? Yeah, get out of here, Marvel. Y'all dropped the ball.
But I can see why it was done. I had a casual come up to me in at work the other day, and he was like, he was asking me a question. See, why didn't so and so come to Black Panther like Aquaman? Like why couldn't Aquaman come when the other guy came? And I had to explain to him why it was two different universes, and he, I get the reason behind why
he said why did Aquaman come to Black?
Right. Damn.
That's hilarious.
All that underwater stuff, like, because it's two different universes. So I get it how they wanted to separate it and make it a little easy for the casuals. I don't think it.
I think wasn't it because there was some rights issues, so they had to significantly change Namor, so they could use him.
That was part of it. I knew the reason at one point. You're not far off what you're saying, Jay. But go ahead. What happened with the casual Mike?
He just couldn't understand it. He just couldn't understand why Aquaman didn't show up and they was fighting all this fighting in the water. And I had to explain to him why there's two different universes. And he just a lot of questions he just couldn't get after that. He was just asking everything.
Did you feel bad?
For him? Bad
For him?
A little bit. He got kind of upset when I called him a casual. So you consider me a casual? Yeah, I would definitely.
Well, if you call Namor Aquaman, then he's definitely a casual.
That's
thing.
If you don't know the difference between Marvel and DC, you're a casual.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's comic 101. It's funny. I've had the same issue. Somebody had a problem with me calling casual. I was like, I can call you something else, something nicer, but it'll mean the same thing. You don't know what
you're a newbie.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. Like
he was wondering why there was no adamantium and Atlantis. Disney's Atlantis. Now Disney's not Wakanda. I was like, oh, come on, man. I was like, because it's two. The answer to all his questions was the same answer. It's two different universes. It wasn't like it was hard. He just he couldn't realize DC and Marvel was two different places, and though they're not connected. And then I had to kind of give him a little. They have nth metal in DC. That's their hard.
That's their metal.
There's another one too. There's nth metal, and what's the one that Deathstroke wears? He wears one of their super hard metals.
I thought there was 10th.
His is regenerating metal too, and I can't remember what it's called now.
It's a bunch of metal. That metal's everywhere. Like the Hulk people have it. It's on Earth, and it was the center of that. What was that Batman Dark?
The Year of the Villain stuff.
That too. Yeah. It's all over. It's magical too, right?
Yeah. So it's more like vibranium.
Promethium. That's the stuff that.
Promethium. That's what Deathstroke uses.
Yeah. Well, Mike, that's why you're there. That's the job of the comic guy.
Yeah.
Mike grounded him. Like, I need you to I need you to find out what the difference between DC and Marvel. See me next week.
Just watch, man. Just at the very beginning, you'll see the logo. Just there's two different universes. They're not connected. It wasn't hard questions. It was super easy.
It sounded like you broke his heart, man. Shattered his whole.
Right.
Oh yeah,
he's like, I'm a casual.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He one of them kind of. I ain't talking about my man, but he's one of them kind of guys that really believe he's always right. He's a flat Earth guy. He believes that the Earth is flat and we're in a dome. And, oh yeah, he's out there.
I have to apologize to y'all. Now that you say that, I have to apologize to y'all because now I know how it feels to argue with somebody who always thinks they're right, like I do. My little son Orion is like definitely has that gene for me. So I'll be saying, I'll be hard like, if you don't shut the hell up, you little 4-year-old, you are not right.
Yeah, you're exhausting, bro. Like I'm just like
Orion has that gene. He be coming at me. I'll be like, dude,
I learned it from watching you.
It's exactly what it is. I feel like I gave my son some weed inadvertently.
Your wife in the other room laughing when she hear y'all
laughing. Because she did. She's like, you got that from you. I was like, damn, that's right. It's true.
Yeah.
It's coming back to me.
Yep. Everything I gave to my mom, I'm getting it back with my second one, Zaya. I'm like, why are you so stubborn? Like, she's like, I'm like you, so I get it from you, so it's your fault. This was something she said to me. I'm like, what? All right.
She's like, these are your genetics.
Yeah, she called me out for it. Some good news. Young Avengers is not happening, and
woo! Thank you.
I made a bet with someone. She was so sure. Alon, I call her Miss Marvel because she is like, she's like like they can't do no wrong. She's like, oh, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this. I'm like, those are only appearances. Like I'm telling you, they just did it for the moment. These kids ain't. Nobody wants that, and it's not happening. And we're all happy for that. I'm an Avengers guy. I don't really care about the Young Avengers. Like,
right?
Nope. Just make them Avengers. They don't need to be young.
I think they should just let the Avengers go completely and just, instead of a reboot of the whole universe, just roll with the X-Men. Make the next lead up to the big bad to just the X-Men.
They'll never do it. I think now. I will raise my hand and said there was a time when I had Avengers fatigue, and that was during one of the favorite phases. It was right after Civil War. I was kind of glad that they went Spider-Man and then Black Panther, Doctor Strange. Like they were in that universe, but it was like away from them. Like you don't want to. I don't know why these companies do that. They focus on a group, and then that's just all they focus on. Or like Fox, they had the X-Men, and there are all these various teams, there are various mutants, and they only just concentrated on, honestly, just Hugh after a while. Wolverine, the Adventures of Wolverine, and the mutants that are with him. That's kind of what they had like a whole Bible's worth of mutants they could have established, and they didn't do it. And Marvel, hopefully they won't do that. I do agree on like a break. You can do the mutants. You can do Fantastic Four, which is what I was really looking forward to. But we'll see what they do. Have they even begun shooting on Fantastic Four? When did they announce that movie? Was it this year?
I think last year, right?
Okay.
Have they even supposed to be some kind of like in the 60s or something, right? And they have you somehow brought to our time? I don't know.
Yeah, alternate reality set in the 60s, but I haven't heard anything about any shooting or after the cast was picked. Yeah, okay, and hopefully they don't pull a Blade on that one. Delroy Lindo left Blade just about a month ago, so he's out too. we're not gonna talk too much about Blade because
honestly, I didn't know he was even in it. But yeah,
yeah,
ain't much to say about Blade. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Why he killed that horse.
And Marvel, like Marvel / Disney, they gotta understand like these people that some of these actors that you're asking to, or I don't know if they're asking, but these actors they got gigs. They can't be like, hey, listen, I got stuff to do. Like, and this, I'm not seeing anything. So maybe, God bless Blade.
I just real quick, I just looked it up, and actually, Fantastic Four is the movie that's competing with Superman. Both coming out July next year.
Okay,
but it's actually, as of yesterday, we're exactly 1 year away from the Superman movie.
Okay. Now let's see what Gunn does.
Yeah. You want to talk about, DC and Marvel crossovers, Mike, referring to your friend. I would like to, why have they never done have they ever done a Superman Fantastic Four like crossover? I think they would just get along like just.
Yeah, nice, both wholesome.
Right. Yeah,
Especially since Hank Henshaw's origin is basically a knockoff of the Fantastic Fours, where they all went into space and got bombarded with gamma rays, but they all died horribly instead of getting superpowers. Except for
is Hank still alive? Is he still alive in the comics?
I don't know what they're doing with him right now in New 52. Honestly,
I know his thing is that
I have no idea what they're doing with him.
He couldn't die. He just couldn't die. Like the one time
he was fighting the Lanterns for a while with the
he was with Sinestro Corps.
Yeah.
And what was the army before the Lanterns? The Manhunters?
The Manhunters,
yeah. He was like he had control over them at one point.
Yeah, because he's got that technopathy or whatever.
Right. All right, what else we got? There was the Red One trailer that came out a couple weeks ago, and that's the movie with The Rock. Yeah. What's going on?
Nothing. It's just I'll probably end up seeing it because Ronnie is interested in seeing it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure.
Chris Evans and The Rock. It's funny.
I think that Loki might be a sleeper.
What? Who? That movie?
The Red One.
Yeah, I was going to say
the more.
Go ahead.
The more I watched the trailer,
the more I didn't say it.
Because at first I was like, what is this bullshit? And I kept running like, wait a second. Like I started like, hey, this might be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. The Rock is, you can't keep The Rock off the TV, man. And
right.
We'll see.
He's just playing himself, but
yeah, Black Adam, Santa Claus, bodyguard. So we'll see. So it's supposed to be coming out around Christmas, and we're all going to end up seeing it because we're going to be on vacation or something probably, and it's like, like you said, let me put this bullshit on and see what's going on, and we're going to end up being happy with the Netflix special there. Henry Cavill might be out on Warhammer. Kind of feel bad. Go ahead, Robert.
I was going to say that kind of is still in a rumor. I haven't seen anything official on that, even after the original one that we saw a couple weeks ago when that came up. I haven't heard anything official. So until then, you know Henry Cavill, he'll make a video of it if he gets thrown out or whatever. So.
I really do feel bad for Henry. Like it's just not happening. And like I like Henry. Like when I see him in other movies outside of Superman, like he's. There's somebody you kind of pull it for, but he had the Superman thing happen, and then The Witcher, and then I feel like I'm forgetting something else right now. But you kind of want that to happen for him, and that's going to be on Amazon, I think. Is that there?
Yeah, that's going to be on Prime.
So if it makes it, it's going to be good because Amazon, they pretty much know how to handle these type of shows, whether video game or comic book, like they're knocking it out of the park right there.
Yeah, they're doing well.
If you don't count Rings of Power.
Oh yeah. Oh, you just killed the curve, Rob. Too. Yeah. He just killed the curve.
The Wheel of Time was shitty too.
Okay.
But most people haven't read that book or those books, so they wouldn't realize how shitty that was.
No, I didn't read them. I was in Dragon's Lands at that time. I read those books instead.
and maybe
which movie did Rob say? What did he say that it was?
The Rings of Power.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings prequel.
Oh yeah.
It was terrible.
I tried to watch one episode of that.
It looked fabulous, though. It looked fantastic.
That is the one thing you can say about all their shows. They all look fucking great. They look great. Like, oh, that's where the money's going. Not on green screens, but like on location. Like this is real. Like they're on location shooting and stuff. There was another show that was last year or earlier this year, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was pretty good. Yeah, it was.
That was good. Yeah, very interesting.
And that show, like, it looked great. And
they know what they're doing with that camera.
Right. So let's. Hopefully, and Cavill.
Not to beat the dead horse, but then you get the Acolyte.
He went on
like a 2-year-old shot it.
My man went all the way from Amazon to back to Disney Plus. Yeah. Did that end? Did Acolyte end?
No, unfortunately not. There's just one more episode.
It's gotta be.
I stopped watching that bullshit though. Like it's terrible.
It seemed like everybody did because I hadn't heard anybody fussing about it in a while. Ain't nobody complaining about it.
Everybody's
in a while,
mad
so
about
it must
it.
have been over with. I thought it was done too.
I thought it was been done. Like I know it's bad English, but I thought it'd been over for a while. But like Mike said, like nobody's been talking about it. Like the Star Wars people that we know ain't talking about it.
Right.
It
drove me away from Star Wars.
The people that normally are screaming out, give it a chance, aren't talking about it. So like I thought it was over until I saw until now. So I may watch it. Just it's like one of those things where people are like, "Yo, don't go in there." Somebody farted, it stink. You're like, "Oh, it do stink."
you got to wait for the room to air out.
No, you go in there anyway. It's like, damn, it stink. Like I told you not to go in there. Like don't touch it. It's hot. Like, let me see. Oh yeah, that shit is hot. We hard headed.
Yeah, there's so many plot holes. It's just terribly shot, terrible writing, and it's crazy because it costs like almost $200 million to make.
Where is the money going? Like
they had to be money laundered. They had to have been laundering money. There's no way they spent $200 million on that. There's no way. Somebody got the bag on that one. Somebody was like, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna cost $200 million.
They just clean their money over there, huh?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's crazy. Because what was one of the real big plot holes that everybody was like, what are you doing? So the two twins, right? There's a good one and a bad one. And the bad one has this giant face tattoo. But then in the episode, she decides to take on the identity of the good twin. And then she doesn't have a face tattoo. Everybody's like, where'd the face tattoo go? Like,
that's basic stuff. Like
basic stuff. It's like they use ChatGPT to write the script. And then whatever ChatGPT forgot, they forgot.
Not only did they also brought in cortosis.
Yeah, and then didn't say that's what it was.
Yeah, it was like 2 episodes later, I think, is when they explained what it was. But it's another metal that's like the Beskar or whatever.
But doesn't it like short out the force or something?
Yeah, it can temporarily disable lightsabers too.
So then he used it to headbutt a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay, what? You can have it, but don't headbutt the lightsaber. That just looks stupid.
Yeah. Like they're introducing all the stuff and they're just not telling anybody. Like, what
and just not telling
what the fuck
anybody.
Is this? What's happening?
And they're yelling at people for being hardcore fans, but then only hardcore fans are going to suss out what it is. Like, oh, that must be. And then the main villain got butt naked and started flashing.
Oh yeah, a naked dude when you're sitting there staring at his hog, that takes you to the dark side.
Showed his balls to the protagonist. How's that in the Star Wars film? How do you have?
This sounds like Rebel Moon shit.
Right?
Can you remember? Can you think the outrage or imagine the outrage it would be if it was Osha who was naked in the water and he was sitting on the sidelines ogling her the whole time,
sitting there fapping off to her in the bushes, force fapping.
Well, I mean, they could do whatever they want with the thread, right?
Yeah.
Good times in Star Wars lands, it sounds
Weaving
like.
that thread. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we also talked about this. Batman Cape Crusader. Did you see the trailer for that, Jay? Mike?
No, I didn't see
we
that
talked
trailer
about
yet.
that. Yeah, that's all. It looked. Was it that Bruce Timm came back or something?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of like you would expect the old style animation. But we'll see. Like I said, I think it's kind of going backwards. I think we should be doing new stuff, but it looked like they want to go back to that animation style. So we'll see.
Rob?
At least the material seems to have, grown up with us. It looks a lot more mature than the old stuff was, even though
that it does.
pretty
Yeah.
much for what it was.
And when we talked about it, we were looking at a mature audience version of the Batman animated series, and I'm not mad at that. I hear what you're saying, Mike, about moving forward. I guess what is that going to be on Max? Max, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So, and you didn't see the trailer, Jay?
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, check that out.
I might get ready to go look it up right now.
Yeah, like it's a good callback. The animated series was one of the better animated series all time, and the original creator is coming back and just adding some adult flavor text to it. It appears. So I think we'll all be checking that out. All right. No, we're gonna wait.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. Now we talked about Mike, you were mentioning that you were watching Cosby Show, and we and I listed off a couple shows that are on Max. There's actually now this I got this from two different sites, so I'm not sure which one is actually happening, but they're talking about doing a Martin reboot with a dramatic spin to it, and the other Martin thing I heard was a Martin prequel, sort of like a young Martin type show. Martin Lawrence is involved with this project. You guys got any thoughts on? Mike, we'll start with you. Like, any thoughts on either option?
I got a confession. I might lose my black card.
Uh-oh.
I've never watched Martin.
What?
I may have watched one episode, but I've never watched the entire series of Martin.
That card is revoked, bro.
Yeah.
I had to stop watching the trailer.
I was looking at his face because I knew what you were about to say.
I had to stop watching the trailer.
How?
I just never did, man.
How does that happen?
It wasn't
in a black household. You didn't have Martin on at least once.
Yeah, that's not a regional thing. Martin's like a national, like a star.
I got a homeboy is just as redneck as possible. He loves Martin. I just never picked it up, man. I don't know why. I just never did. So
damn,
disappointing.
Just one way or the other.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
My guy, Martin. So Martin did get kind of corny towards the end when he was going through his troubles.
Once they got married.
They got corny. But seasons 1 to 3, if you just watch those 3 seasons, you're 1 to 3, right, Jay?
How many seasons were there?
It's like 6 or 5 or 6. You might be able to tolerate some of 4. Yeah. I'm gonna say 1 to 4.
Whenever they get married and he goes to like the Himalayas, that's the
yeah. When he was in that cult. Well, anyway, we're not gonna go all into that. But season 2 of Martin is one of the funniest seasons of TV of like all time. Like the whole season. And back then, that's like 20 plus episodes. Yeah.
28 episodes, something crazy like that.
Dude, the episode when Tommy Davidson was on it, 2 episodes.
Oh
my
man.
God.
When he was talking about the catfish in the lake.
Well, I'm sorry. Rob, did you watch Martin?
Okay. You gotta watch it too.
I probably caught random episodes when they were on.
Is the second season where he had the dog? where he had the fake dog.
That might have been the first
when
season.
they were doing the Nino Brown joint.
That might have been the second season. First and second was good, but the second season, Mike, I
laugh out loud moments all the time.
Yeah, I need you to mix that in with the Cosbys. All right, like make that your Thursday night lineup. You watch Cosby's and then just put Martin on. If you skip,
what day did Martin air back in the day? What day was it on?
Thursdays at 8.
Yeah, that was the black time.
That was the
Thursdays.
block. It was Martin, Living Single, and then New York Undercover.
Yeah,
that was
New
the
York
block.
Undercover.
Yeah, that was the block.
I started watching Living Single.
Don't watch that.
I didn't watch it back then.
I didn't watch it. I'm watching it now with my wife, and that show's actually funny.
That's why I'm watching. I know
I watch that show all the time too.
Yeah.
I watch that, and I watch Girlfriends.
I getting that.
Saw that.
The funniest thing about Girlfriends is that Kelsey, what's my man that played the Beast?
Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah, he's like producer of the show or something.
Yeah,
like it's something wild. Like he's connected to that show. But damn, Martin.
I can't believe he didn't watch that.
Damn.
And Rob is just like, well, I didn't watch it either. It's not quite as offensive for you, Rob.
Yeah, expectations are different.
It's kind of surprising, but not like I'm offended with Mike.
I'm gonna need you to watch that. I'm gonna need you to watch that too, though, Rob. You can just do season 2.
Yeah, Rob, you need to watch it too.
Yeah, just season 2. You and your girl be watching stuff together. Go ahead.
I know Ronnie's watched it, but yeah, I just haven't. But
you need to get on that, man. You need
what
to
is
get
it
on.
Do you know?
HBO Max.
It was on Max. Okay.
HBO Max. Martin. All right.
You know what other show was funny? What's his name? Jamie Foxx show was funny too.
Jamie Foxx show was funny, but I ain't watched that consistently. I ain't watched that.
I didn't watch it consistently until recently when it was on. Was it on Netflix? And I just watched the whole. I just watched the whole thing. I was like,
I watched it.
Funnier than I remember.
He's funny. Like we were just. Who was I just talking to about? We was talking about Martin at work yesterday. Like he's up there, like all time for me. Like
for sure.
Like up there. Did you put him up there with Eddie?
He's close. He's up there. He's top 10 comic easy.
Yeah,
easily
just
top 10.
Fox?
No, Martin.
Oh, okay, yeah, Martin. Yeah,
Martin TV shows, stand up, and movies. His movies is like comparable to like he's a good actor too, like a comedic actor. Like I don't know if I can say that about too many others. Maybe Richard Pryor.
So you got like Eddie,
Bill Cosby,
Eddie, Chappelle, Cosby.
Wait, as actors or just stand up or
just comedians?
A top 10.
What's the one dude's name? He did a lot of social commentary. He's dead now.
Bernie.
He was real.
George Carlin.
Yeah, George Carlin.
I like
Red Fox go up there.
I like Jerry Seinfeld, man. Like Jerry's funny to me.
He's funny. I don't know if I put him in my top 10 though. He's definitely funny though.
He's funny to me.
Bill Burr, he's up there for me.
My homie love Bill Burr. Like he send me Bill Burr shit every day. Every day he send me.
Oh, what's his name? He don't get enough shine. Tracy something.
Morgan?
No, the fat dude who died.
Oh no.
How many? That doesn't break it down. He always used to wear like the fedoras.
Oh no.
He was on the radio a lot. A few years. Man, let me see. I have to look him up.
You know who's funny? Eddie Griffin's funny as shit to me.
He's funny.
But okay. All right. Yeah. Martin, please, both of you guys, like Rob, just watch one episode. Let me pick the
Patrice
episode.
O'Neal.
I never heard. I ain't never heard him.
You never heard? Oh my! I'm gonna send you some clips. You want? He's funny as hell.
I never heard of him.
He's funny.
He was what?
He's funny. Yeah, he was. He's a player hater.
He was a player hater
on the Chappelle show.
On the Chappelle show.
Oh, that boy. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Patrice O'Neal was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on The Office too for a while. He was on there for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neal's in my tops. He's in my top 10. He is super funny.
So, a Martin drama, like we can't ask Mike or Rob about that. But Jay, what would you do? Like, I'm curious how that would go because the Bel Air reboot with the dramatic spin was pretty good.
It was surprising.
Yeah,
it was surprisingly good.
So I don't know.
How could you do Martin as like a?
I don't know.
Because there was stuff in the Fresh Prince that lended itself towards like drama.
Yeah,
like the wealthy family and like the politics.
I don't know, but Martin's
like Martin
involved.
Is like he's like a middle class dude in like a radio
girl
station.
In the hood. Like he had a maybe more dating situation because he was with Gina the whole time. Like even the he ain't cheat on her. He ain't never cheat on her. The one time he broke up, she broke up with him was because over that statue of that ass, her.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I remember when that happened. That was serious. Like, Martin and Gina broken up. They was talking about that shit at school. But I'm curious, and I will only take a look at it because Martin's involved. Like that's probably like a good sign. A young Martin, I don't know if I. Like, isn't somebody else? Was it Young Stewart or what is that other? What is that, Rob? The guy from
Young Sheldon?
Yes. That's what it sounded like they were aiming for. Like a young Martin like that. I don't know if I need that. I'll take the dramatic spin, but
I think we have enough of the young person shows like Everybody Hates Chris and Young Rock. And
I forgot.
like that.
You know, they're bringing that back. It's funny. We talked about animating everything a couple episodes ago. They're bringing back Everyone Hates Chris, but just animated. Tisha Arnold and what's his name? Cruz is coming back. I forgot about something. Everybody Hates Chris. And I did not watch that when it was on TV. I was watching it a little bit a couple months ago, but it kind of tailed off. Speaking of anime, there's a Lord of the Rings anime coming out in December. Seems to be the year for that. Like, any interest there? Like, taking a look at the Lord of the Rings, but animated?
Oh, I'm definitely going to check it out. You know, I'm the anime guy right now. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing giving me my like fantasy comic book fix now is like anime and manga. They're the only ones giving me like crazy stories right now.
So you're on board. I didn't see what who would be handling it, streaming it or not, but I guess I'll take a look.
It looks good. The artwork kind of looks like the same studio that did Vampire Hunter D. It looks similar. I don't think it might not be that, but it looks good. Okay. We'll have to wait till we see it in action at least.
All right, so we getting more anime. Okay, yeah. Mike, you gonna take a look at Lord of the Rings?
I'll check it out, but I mean, I love the movies, and I think they're about as good as they can get. And I like the old Rankin Bass, The Hobbit.
The Rankin Bass one,
yeah. You know, I like that. The Rankin Bass, Lord of the Rings, it wasn't all that, but the Hobbit was damn near perfect. So
the animated one,
Fire and Ice era.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot because I am a fan of the Lord of the Rings property. I'm a big fan. I got the book right next to me, so we'll see.
I agree with you. Like the movies, I don't know how much it doesn't get much. Doesn't get much better than those three movies. Like right now, I don't even watch the theatrical cuts anymore. I watch the director's cuts now.
You want to take that whole day watching?
Yeah, once you watch it that way, you can't watch it the other way. You just can't. Like it's so much was left out. But there's another movie like you see where their money went, even though their budget probably is nowhere close to what's happening now today.
Right.
But those movies, they look great. Everybody was. It's just one of those rare perfect movies. We talked about perfect movies at different times on the show, but the whole trilogy. I have a soft spot for the second one, but the whole trilogy is just strong. Like they were on
They were
on 10
consistent.
the whole
it was
time,
like
right?
one movie and they just cut it in parts. It was consistent. It was no drop off in quality in that movie.
Right, and they shot that movie all at once, and you could just see it.
Yeah,
like it
all
was
practical effects, mostly
right.
practical effects.
Yeah, nothing that you could, nothing Disney like. You know, like you don't see like, well, that's fake, and it was good for its time. So I think we're all going to be watching that. What else we got? Speaking of Wakanda, there will be a Eyes of Wakanda feature on Disney. 4 episodes, different time periods. You're out, Jay.
I'm out.
Rob, it looks like you were out too.
I mean, I might watch it. I'll have to see about when we get some trailers and see what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, if it ain't got T'Challa in it, I don't want it.
If they're doing Wakandan history, I'll take it. If it's like history, different Black Panthers like T'Chaka, and I can't say the rest of them, but if they do something like that, then I got a shot. But if they doing anything current stories, they can keep that shit. But if they, I don't want nothing to do with it. But I wouldn't mind seeing past stories of Black Panther adventures. I wouldn't mind that.
Okay.
I don't need to see. I no disrespect to Shuri fans, but I don't need to see any more from that. Just don't.
Dismissed.
Sure. From what I'm gathering, Shuri in the movie was just like Shuri in the comic books. Whack.
Yeah.
Corny.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, I see why y'all ain't want Shuri now. Like,
Shuri's time was so bad that Bass had sided with Doom. Like, you know, it was
let Doom come in butt naked. He walked up to Bass, booty naked.
Uh-huh.
And Bass was like, "You right, Doom. You're right."
You know what? I'm putting that on Doom's prep king status too.
Right?
Like, who the fuck does that? Like, I don't know, walk and talk to the Panther guy in Wakanda straight up while it's a
Doom ain't no joke.
No, like that plot armor is thick, and it's so good that we don't even consider him losing to anybody in a versus situation.
Right?
You're like, oh, Doom, he got it. He'll figure it out. All right, what do you guys have? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I'll ask.
Well, I did. I found out that on Prime Day you can get Justice League kills this Suicide Squad kills the Justice League for free on PC.
Oh yeah,
they're just giving that shit away now. And speaking of looter shooters, I started playing the First Descendant, which is basically like if a Korean AI built a Destiny / Warframe clone.
That's what I've been hearing. Why don't you just play Destiny?
What game is this?
The Descendant.
First Descendant.
Yeah.
Destiny doesn't have butt cheeks.
Now, if you guys want to, what is it on PC or console?
I'm playing on PlayStation. I think it's on all the consoles.
Oh, if it's cross-platform, I'll play with you guys.
Oh, I'm not playing it.
Ain't Destiny over? God damn! Like, didn't we get the final shape?
No,
didn't we get the dodecahedron?
Listen, Destiny is never over, bro. It's never over. I got this shit on right now in the menu. As soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna go shoot some shit.
You're funny.
It's never over. It's the never-ending story, man. All right,
it needs to end.
No, it doesn't.
Destiny 3. Give me Destiny 3.
Not. Well, it's just going to. It's funny. I had this conversation with my kids. They're like, "Oh, I thought Destiny was over." I said, "No, that enemy's dead. We got other enemies in the solar system. Got to keep it going."
Now, I'll be interested. Like, they need to do it so the humans can just retake Earth. That's why we need Destiny 3.
Oh,
humans taking the Earth back.
Dude, like, see, you ain't been playing. We're in a new golden age right now, man. All right, like
but you still got people. You still got enemies on Earth, right?
No, you got pockets. You can't have peace in a game that you want people to keep playing. Like there's no overarching boss.
Earth could be peaceful.
Listen,
we got a whole solar system.
Everybody we was beefing with, we got peace with the Cabal. We got peace with the Fallen. Even with some of the Hive now. Like it's other things. Like, we're gonna be leaving the solar system soon. Mike, what you got going on?
I'm looking through the list here. A couple things I want to hit on. Mm-hmm. People, I think you posted it, Quincy, and you tagged me in it. Yeah, what was it? That particular person from Marvel wanted Krakoa to keep going. Krakoa and Aaron to keep going.
Yeah. What are the thoughts there? I tagged you and Terrence on there because I know you guys were like a mixed bag with that.
Right. I've never liked Krakoa. It ain't never was my favorite timeline. None of that. Mm-hmm. But my thing in general is I'm tired of these different eras of the X-Men. Let the X-Men have a house and leave it the hell alone. You know, they've been through this several times, and it's just, for me, that's just played. What was it? Utopia? Yeah. You know, they've had several of them, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I'm just tired of this. They do this place, then they go back to the schools, and they go back to they have their own country, then they Genosha, then they go back there. I'm just tired of that particular boomerang effect. So I wasn't. What I need the X-Men to do for me, period. Give me 5 main comics, and that's it. I don't need 37 miniseries a month. I don't need all these tie-in shits. Give me 5 to 6 good comics and leave it alone, and I'll be happy with X-Men for a while.
Now, why didn't you like the Krakoan Age? What
was like? For one, it never made sense to me. They just like you said, it's on this big orgy island. But for one, it just never made fun to me. Like Moria McTarget, who's been down with the X-Men since I've been reading comics, and all of a sudden she's against the mutants. That never made sense to me. You know, Moria has been a friend of the mutants my entire comic reading, and now she don't like them. It just didn't make sense.
Okay.
And that for one, but other than that, it just none of the story. It didn't blow me away. It wasn't like the greatest thing like everybody was making it out to be. It was just.
I think like a little bit. What you mailing something, Jay?
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was cleaning off my screen.
Oh, what is he doing? Like you were sending a package. I had to say, like, as somebody who doesn't read X-Men consistently, I probably bought the most X-Men comics during that time, and a lot of it was because of crossovers. Like the thing with the Eternals, which was not that good as it finished out. Like there was something else they had. The thing with the Celestial.
Doing Krakoa?
Yeah, it was Avengers and X-Men. I forget the name of the event, but I thought the idea was unique. I thought maybe some more time might have helped, but I know that feeling when you don't like what's going on with the team. Like right now with the Avengers title right now, I'm not overly crazy about what's going on. I like the Avengers as like a big army type. I don't really like the small group. I'm not really crazy. Well, I won't say that. I don't like their headquarters. I just don't like the stories recently. And this would be the second volume in a row where I thought it was just okay. And I couldn't even tell you what's missing. The lineups have been, on paper they look good. But I know how that is when you like this doesn't work for me with this team, with my team, it's not working for me. So I dig. So what are they going to do now? I think Terrence had mentioned this, and I forget what he said, or I I don't think he was sure at the time. But
I'm still finishing the Krakoa era. I still got maybe 12 books to go to finish it.
Gotcha.
So I have no idea. I got 2 more Wolverines and Rise and Fall, and then the actual X-Men story itself. I've got like say about 12 books to finish just to get through it. So I got X-Men 1 yesterday. I won't get to that till I don't know when. I'm not even gonna worry about it right now. I'd rather read The Incredible Hulk right now than read X-Men, because the Hulk book is really good.
Okay, that's one I kind of fell off on. I have titles, but have not read. I actually read Transformers. I swear, if I keep up on any book, any title, is Transformers, and Autobots and Decepticons be kicking the shit out of each other.
Oh,
and
man.
it's not nothing. If you're going in expecting that G1 and cartoon or even the movie, like, it ain't happening. They be blowing each other's arms, burning each other's faces, and people dying. Like, it's
very fast paced, a lot of action in this book.
Yeah. That I started reading that. Thor. I'm trying to cut through Thor. I'm like 5 or 6 issues back, and cutting through that. He's talking to, confronting his mom about letting one of these elder guys through. So I'm reading that. That's all. I got other stuff. I keep trying to get the Green Lantern, and it's just not happening.
I got that Justice League versus Godzilla. I want to read that.
Okay. All right. I didn't hear anything about it. Say that again, Rob.
Trade on that one.
What did you say?
I'm waiting for the trade for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Still issues are taking forever to come out.
I've been hearing that was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Absolute Power thing, DC's event. I think it's going to be like a company-wide event. That has promise. I'm getting like Civil War type vibes there, like Waller coming down on all superheroes across the planet, and she's got a Mazo robot. She's got a female Brainiac and Failsafe and all her usual resources. But Green Arrow is helping her. He's exposing all the League's secrets and telling them they need to surrender. Some heroes have been depowered, and Green Arrow's claiming like you can't get your powers back. Like you're going to be regular for the rest of your life. So it's one issue. I think there are a couple tie-ins.
What brought this on? Did they say what brought that change of heart in them?
Because of I haven't been reading Titans. There have been like events that have been happening over the last year, and it's just pissing Waller off. Rob, I just jumped on this title. I'm not sure about the build up, the road to it. Like, do you know what started all this, Rob?
I don't. I honestly don't. I just started seeing the rumors pop up about it. Mm-hmm. But I'll look into it.
Okay. Jay, you got anything you want to share before we close it out?
I don't think so. I fussed about the Acolyte a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think you're going to be doing that for a while.
I am. It pissed me off so bad I had to start making my own Star Wars ripoff.
Oh, yeah, we did see, yeah. And how's that going?
It's coming along. I'm making it real blatant, too. I'm calling it War Stars.
Oh, man.
No, you just need to make a double-sided lightsaber whip.
Right? Oh, yeah, I forgot about the lightsaber whip.
Oh, boy. All right. So we'll close it out, guys. We had a good time tonight. And again, to the listeners that we have, I recommend this to a couple people that you know are into this stuff. We appreciate the downloads. So from everybody on tonight to the fellas, we'll say good night, and we will talk to you soon. Peace out.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.